Today on Journey to Prophecy.
We go through things from time to time that we had to renew our minds and just say, we're not even going to go there. This is not the element or the arena that we're going to fight in. We got too many other wars that God has sent us to there for us to serve our own wars. As you're married or thinking about marriage, concentrate on those things and know that, it might not be always paradise, but when you're walking in the things.
And I dealt with it. I said, God, you got to show me how to take my place in the position that I got. And so I realized God was showing me, you got what you need. A strong woman is what you need. No man want a weak woman, because a weak woman do a lot of different things that you wouldn't expect her to do. But a strong woman going to do a lot of things you might want to speak up in terms about, but sometimes it's good let her be who she is. And so I learned the fact to let my wife have her space in being who she is and knowing who she is and live the whole potential of who she is. And I got the same space to live the potential of who I am. So that means that we don't overstep each other's boundaries. And it don't offend me to have a strong wife like that take part in my life in so many areas that some male figure may feel like a woman shouldn't do. Because I guess it takes a lot of responsibility to realize, do you know who you are? Because sometimes a person don't know who they are, and when God gives them something in their life, they won't know how to handle it because they haven't quite found out who they were. So I had that in my life to realize that if I be who I am, and God said, allow your wife to be who she is, I take y'all places y'all never even thought y'all would go. Amen. And to take our 5 children, which I had a daughter before I married my wife, and she had a son before I married her. And again, we adopted 3 beautiful children also to make us have us a beautiful family of 5. And I thank God all the time that I made the decision to marry the woman right here, because I told her one day in the car, I said, look, I said, I'll never find another you. And I meant that from the bottom of my heart, because some of the things she do and the way she do it, another woman won't be able to do it. And so I let her know, and I tell her all the time, I thank you for being who you are in my life and pushing me like she pushed me. Because she encouraged me, she pushed me, and I also pushed her. And that will allow me and her both to be best friends. If you look at some relationship, in some relationship, the husband and wife is not the best friend. They married, but they got another best friend somewhere else. Right. So I always want to make sure my wife be my best friend. I want to be able to talk to her about anything. And I want to make sure I know whatever I talk to her about, it's going to stay right there where I left it at with her. And she's going to encourage me, not judge me, nor look at me in a different type of way. So I thank God for her.
And I thank God for him not only allowing, when I say allowing, and understand that we are all individuals and nobody, can direct our path. But at the same time, some people are oppressed by the relationship they're in. Some people, they're in a relationship with somebody that will not participate in their growth or encourage in the growth or even nurture that growth. But he nurtures me in a way that I can be who God has called me to be. And when you have that freedom and liberty in your union, it helps you to access things in your mind and your spirit that you thought wasn't even there or even reach for greater things. And just constantly getting encouragement word from him and him speaking of our children. One of the greatest things I love about him is the way he, the father that he is. When it comes down to father, I said he's the best. He loves our kid. He has really, we already have said that a lot of our children that come through natural birth, but they're our baby. We down for them like 4 flat tires, 5 flat tires, if up to 18 wheeler, if it's up to her. We're going to be there for them, and we have, we love them. Like God put them in our heart in such a special way, and to watch how he loves them and takes care of them and teaches them. Not just, just the things that are just spiritual things. He pours into them spiritually and empower them, tell them who they are. And then he gives them the reality checks. He talks to them so raw sometimes. I'm like, hey, do they need to hear that? Yeah, they're going to hear it from dad. I'm going to tell them. So he talked to them in the earthly way, let them know about this stuff that's on this earth and all that kind of stuff. And they love their daddy. And I appreciate him for just being the God-fearing man that he is. And I just have really watched him grow. I pray that somebody's encouraged by this also, and knowing that, some people won't a better marriage, but you don't want to put the work in. You're going to have to put the work in. It's not always easy, even though God's hand and God spoke this prophecy and told, gave me, put in my heart that this is my husband, and spoke to him later on and told him that I was his wife. We go through things from time to time that we had to renew our minds and just say, we're not even going to go there. This is not the element or the arena that we're going to fight in. We got too many other wars that God has sending us to them for us to stir up our own wars. Just as you're married or thinking about marriage, contemplate on those things and know that it might not be always paradise, but when you're walking in the things of God, it's well worth it, and it's going to help your life in ways you never thought it would.
Next on Journey to Prophecy.
I felt a hot hand laid on my shoulder, and when the hand laid there, something went through the back of my back. I felt it penetrate through my body. It did not hurt, but when it went in the inside of me, it turned something. I could feel like something flipped over in the inside. And when it happened, I had those grits in my mouth. I spit grits everywhere, and I just was hollering that I'm finna go in. Woo! I got to talking in tongues and just really praising God. Click the link below and subscribe to our YouTube channel.